Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is GG's The Mouthful podcast, episode 20. And with me, as always, is Mr. Johnny Bravo himself, Mr. David Santos.
How's it going, everybody?
I don't even know what that was.
Is that what he does? I don't know. I haven't seen Johnny Bravo in a really long time.
Oh, I see what you did there.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. I was just like, he's being weird.
Yeah. Hey, mama.
Hey, mama. That's how it goes, yes.
Also with us, of course, is Mr. Nelson Martinez. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. It's a trio here. I love this. I love Wednesdays because of this. So.
It's
the
Beer
best
Wednesday
day of the week, yeah.
It's Beer Wednesday and podcast.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, what are we drinking today, gentlemen?
I would love to know what am I holding here because it is pretty good.
Yeah, it's called Einstock. It's an Icelandic white ale.
Oh,
Yes.
dude, I almost brought that one last time.
Ooh, sir,
Yes,
you would have been
was,
my hero.
It was in the farmer's market. You didn't like the last one I bought? That's how it is.
No,
the last one was good.
that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, the cigar one.
Yeah, Cigar City.
Maduro.
The Maduro, yeah.
The evolved form of plátano.
Yeah.
Exactly. Those sweet plantains. This is Icelandic. I'm going to tell you, it's not a cheap beer because apparently it's very expensive in Iceland. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
And apparently, by the way, for anybody who needs to know, it's 100% vegan.
This beer?
Yes. I
I
didn't
thought
know.
all
Really
beer
something like that?
I thought all beer was vegan.
I didn't know beers had meat.
I didn't know. Yes.
And if there is, I want some of that.
Sir, are they kosher? Because if not, I need to leave right now.
I don't know. It does say it's
You
no
should have not
GMOs.
entered this house then.
Yeah, this house is not kosher, my friend.
Warning.
But it's pretty good. It's got a citrus look to it. It's a what do you call it? Wheat ale. That's why it's a little bit
What do you call this color? Amber? No.
No, that's like a...
like a gold.
Like a gold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
like
crisp.
a light
I like
gold,
it.
yeah. No, especially now in Florida where it's hot as balls, where you need something that's really light, refreshing, and Icelandic.
We could have
A
used
little
this.
lemony.
We could have used it last time when it was hot as balls
Yeah.
in here.
What do we have that day? Was hot?
The
He brought the
Maduro.
That was Maduro.
The platanos, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the platanos. If only for the platanos. But yeah, it's good stuff. Check it out. It's at Total Wines near you. If you have a fresh market near you, they have it as well. That's where I picked it up from.
So we're going to have to go and break at some point real quick because I'm going to want a refill.
Sir, I'm going to need you to sip.
Yes.
Chug.
So yes, let's take us right into what have we been up to. So today I'm going to start with Mr. Nelson Martinez.
Nelson Martinez. Talk to us.
That's me. Doom Saint.
Doom Saint.
I have not been up to a lot, but I have dabbled in quite a few things. So I guess you can
Like-
say I've been doing a lot.
I guess a lot of little things.
lot of little things,
That
yeah.
was my line in college.
So I started season 2 of Narcos,
Oh, okay. I haven't even started it yet.
and oh my gosh, it's so good.
Is it? Okay.
It's awesome. I love everything drug related.
That's right.
Not that I'm doing drugs,
no, I got you.
Hence the explanation at the beginning that he has been dabbling many things.
Oh,
but
that type of dabbling, huh?
I like movies that has to do with like drugs, like Cartel. Things like that. Sicarios, great movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh,
I'm dying to see it. Is it good? Is it
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So I love all of those kind of movies. So this is just like an extended movie of that, which is great.
What is it? What is it exactly?
Narcos. So basically, it's the life of Pablo Escobar, and it follows these two DEA agents that basically left everything they had for the chase of Pablo Escobar. And then it goes through all like the politics of, that time in that era, how the U.S. declared the war on drugs, how Pablo used his famous line, Plato Plomo.
Plata o plomo, yeah.
Yeah. To basically dominate. At that time, he was supplying 80% of the world's cocaine at his height.
Crap.
He was
That's
making
serious.
Oh, is that 80s?
$420 million
It was
a
in
week.
the 80s, right?
Yeah, 80s. So it was great. I'm about halfway through.
Okay. How many episodes? Is it still like 10 or?
I think it's 8 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
that's
10.
That's
Could be
easily
10.
digestible then. Okay.
And it's really good. There's some parts in there that are very Game of Thrones like, where You see a character, you're like, oh man, he's awesome. Boom, he's dead the next episode.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
If you like someone in the Game of Thrones, chances are they're gonna die.
Yeah. I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon Go as well, just because I feel like some of the hype is dying down, so it makes it easier to go to certain places and actually catch Pokemon without people rushing and catching them all before they time out.
So I have a confession to make.
You deleted
You're
it.
done with it.
I uninstalled it.
Oh no! Pokemon Go, bye bye.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. Honestly, I went about 2 weeks and never even opened the app. I was like, yeah, I think I'm
Yeah,
done.
no, at that point, it's,
Yeah.
I've just
That
been
was your
doing it
tell?
because it's fun. Like, if I'm somewhere, I'm like, I have nothing to do, I'll just open it up, see what's up there. I've been playing some Battlefield 1.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you guys have been killing it there.
Yeah, I was telling Aldo before the podcast, it's so hard to play with just strangers because we all played together on a squad, and it was good because we were communicating, we were talking, we knew what we needed. We would talk like, "Hey, what do we need? Your support. What do we need? A medic, or do we need?" So that was great. And let me see what else.
That was the Battlefield 1 beta.
That was the Battlefield
that
1
was-
beta, which ends tomorrow. So
No, I thought they were announcing
there was a
that.
patch that I went in today when I was watching something on YouTube earlier.
It's a timer. It's a timer.
Some patch came in and saying Battlefield 1 beta, uploading or something. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's probably the new. It's supposed to be a new map. So I'm like, I might try, if you're available, I might try going in later.
Yeah, I'm in.
So yeah, I can check it out.
I'm all in. You know that.
He said I'm
Yes.
all in.
And by the time you guys
All
listen
in,
to this
take my
podcast, it would have been over.
Yeah,
So
probably.
drop the comment and let us know how you like the beta, because I think, okay, is it a day one, a buy, or I'm gonna hold on it
For Nelson.
For me, it's probably like I'm gonna let it run a week and then pick it up because that's usually what I do.
Day one, week one. All right.
Yeah, week
That's
one
pretty
for
much
sure.
the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
Okay.
You feel the same way?
I kind of do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little. My concern.
I'm surprised because this is Battlefield we're talking about.
I know.
It's
Yeah.
not your cup of tea.
It's just it's in general multiplayer shooters. I'm not generally into, and one could say maybe Overwatch kind of sparked that that interest because I got Overwatch and I bought that pretty early on.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. But my issue, even with Overwatch now, is I can't get people at the same time to
Yeah.
join me. You know what I mean? And so what that ends up doing is like I can't communicate. The best part about Overwatch is being able to communicate, so you know what you're fighting against, where you're defending, where you're attacking, what do you have to look out for. Hey, there's a bomb or something over here. Something that you have. I'm referring now to Battlefield.
Yeah.
Same thing. So that's my concern. Right now, everybody's on Battlefield 1. And I'm like, this is the shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
now we walked in there with a full squad. We had to the point where we had too many people to put in one squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Suffer from
was-
that.
Yeah. And it's like, but we're still communicating because we're all chatting together. So even
Would
though
you imagine having two squads of like GGers going at it?
Oh,
What will
be
destroy
great.
everybody?
it'd be great. Yeah, we were on top for a lot of that.
Yep.
Because we're able to communicate. We're able to say, and when we were with Brett in the tank thing, dude, we were killing everything, dude.
But
it was
see,
ridiculous.
The difference is that we weren't playing it like Call of Duty, where it was just you see someone kill them.
Yeah.
We were playing the objectives, which is the part that I love because look how fast we were able to rank up just because we were playing objectives.
Playing objectives, yeah.
The
'cause
kills were
shooting,
something
they
else.
Yeah, which it does count. They do count the kills, and
Right.
that's a good thing. But you rack up when you're taking objectives down,
Mm-hmm.
and we were steadily doing that. The moment we took checkpoint. I don't know, golf. We went over to Apples and then over to Butters, and Charlie and Butters were like the ones that were contested all the fucking time, dude.
Yeah.
It was so cool because it was like, man, you're trying just to get close enough, and then you get capped by some freaking little glint light because they're over at freaking
Yeah.
Apples, just covering from that distance, dude. It's a lot of fun. I'm not
it's
gonna
a
lie.
lot.
So even when you die, I'm like,
Now,
I'm still having fun.
I know the game has accelerated progression because it's a beta and they want you to like go over and try different things.
Right.
That's
But,
what I understand. Yeah.
yeah, but like, what level did you reach?
I was like 31, I think, so when I finished it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about you?
I'm 29 right now.
So you guys have been playing
Naldo's
pretty
been playing it
hardcore
more than
on it.
me.
Yeah, I was playing like all day one.
Yeah.
I was like, this is really good.
They had him at World War One.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another thing. Yes,
Yeah.
another thing. I'm
The
a
Great
big fan
War.
of history. And one war that they don't really tap into a lot was World War One. And I mean, how many World War Two shooters were out there? But 10 years ago. But now it's like, oh, we have, and yes, it's a different type of battle.
Yeah.
Reloading and even your sniper guns. Okay,
I was telling
different
you.
type of battle.
I was telling this- it was I don't know. It was so excruciating to remember in Battlefield 4. You can just you see someone, you immediately raise up, man,
Take them down.
take him down. On this one, if you miss that shot or that couple of shots, then you're stuck in that reloading.
Yeah.
And it takes forever.
It does,
And then by the time you're ready again, they're already in cover,
yeah.
or they're probably flanking you or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
They took you out. I had that with somebody had the flamethrower, dude. I was so pissed off.
There's
I
a
was like,
flamethrower?
yeah. There's I think
I
it's a
didn't play
pickup,
enough of
right?
this.
It's a pickup. It's not something you can start with.
Right. No.
Yeah.
So just like in regular Battlefield, where you have certain like the
Perks.
50 cal, for example, that you can pick up. And same thing here. You can
You
pick
know
up
where
like
they were spawning?
Yeah, there was one in Delta, there was one in Echo, and there was one in
Echo. No
Bravo.
wonder people were going to Echo fast. That's probably why. I was like, why are everybody going to that one place all the way down there? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Because they have the flamethrower.
That one, no, the flamethrower was in Bravo or Butters, and Edward or Echo, whatever they call it. That one was the that one shot rifle that would take out any tank.
Oh, that's what it was. Because we were in a tank, and I was like, then it'll show you who takes you out. And I'm like, the dude has a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
What kind of BS is this? You know what I mean? So, but I understand it now. So yeah, I agree. That
Ran
was
pretty well. Yeah, I mean,
For a beta.
for a beta,
Yeah.
for a beta, for a
Except for
dice beta. Remembering the
glitchy-ass
Battlefield 4,
It's the
and,
backpack thing
Yeah.
was funny.
and you remember the
Everybody just flying.
Well,
like this.
wait. That's what I've been playing.
Yeah. Which one?
No, I just because we're going off into.
Oh yeah, we're
Battlefield.
talking about Battlefield. Well,
Yeah.
it's something to discuss, but it was
Yeah,
great.
I was just saying that's what I've been up to. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna take over because I
Oh,
was playing
wait.
Battlefield, so and I'll come from here. I'll
and
throw it
I've
back
been.
to you.
I watched the Dark Knight Returns
Oh yes,
episode 1 or season. What is it? Episode part 1 and 2?
part one is
yeah.
the anime
Great.
one.
Yeah, oh, so good.
Yeah,
So good.
yeah, it is really
Okay,
good.
now I'm done. I'll pass it over to Mad Dog.
Yes. Oh, so no, just picking up Battlefield. There are some things that I did have that have some issues with. The fucking horses, bro.
Yes.
I'm like, these horses are horses. They're not freaking tanks. Why is it that I'm unloading like God knows how
maybe
many
they have
rounds into
horse
this?
armor.
Huh?
The DLC, maybe
No,
they have
screw
horse
that.
armor.
They were just horses, and then of course hitting them, trying to hit the person was damn near impossible half the time because the horse, they're always moving in different directions. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think obviously they're gonna nerf that, I'm sure. And then there was something else that was the tanks. I've read somewhere that the tanks were considered OP, and I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
they're
no.
pretty easily taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just have to have the right tools and know how to do it. So I don't think that the freaking we were able to take down the train one time too. That
Yeah.
shit was
Oh, yeah.
bad freaking ass. Everyone was like, "Yes, the tank is down."
The train is
The train. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. I'm sorry.
No, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So yeah, but I was playing Battlefield 1 too, and I don't generally care for these type of games, and here I am
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
fucking knee deep in it.
No horn.
I'm in the
Battle
trenches yelling, "Go to Echo! Go to Echo!"
That was awesome.
Like, man. But anyway, it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I probably will pick it up early on. I haven't really done much other than that. Literally, I've been doing that
Wow.
all weekend. I did see Hateful Eight over the weekend, and which is Quentin Tarantino's most recent film. And it has a lot of stars in it. And but I got to tell you,
Is that the one with Adam Sandler?
no.
see,
what he said.
I thought so too.
That's the Ridiculous Six.
Oh
yeah.
God, that was terrible.
I saw the Ridiculous Six. Here's the deal with Ridiculous Six. On a side note, those type of movies you got to watch it with a group of people because laughter is contagious. As stupid as the scene is, I saw it here and we had a full house, and shit that I would not even be laughing at. I'm sitting here dying because people are enjoying. And then I look at it and go, "Yeah, I guess that is pretty funny." You know what I mean?
Did
you see it?
Stupid. I started watching it, and then I stopped right up at the part where he walks out of whatever that shop is.
I don't remember. I only saw it once, so I don't know.
Well, it was the very first episode. It was like 10 minutes in.
Okay, in the beginning, yeah, okay.
Yeah, Netflix was like whoring it out, saying, "Oh, you might like this. Oh, new movies to consider, or recommended for you." So I was like, "Let me take a look at it."
Recommend everything, bro. They recommend everything.
And I looked at it, and it was. I was like, "This is so stupid. I can't." Side note, real quick, my dad has my Netflix password and stuff, so it's constantly. You might like My Little Pony, or you might like Tinkerbell's.
What the hell is your dad watching, bro?
Well, that's the thing. It's not him. It's I know it's my stepbrother that's watching him.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And what I think it is he's just like attracted to all like the bright stuff because he's from Nicaragua.
Oh, okay.
And then he came over here once my dad like got married and adopted him or whatever. So it's like I'm sure he's attracted to like the bright colors and the
Anything
fact
that looks
Disney.
like a cartoon, let's go for it.
Yeah. So, oh god, it's so annoying. Because I'll get recommendations like, the Never-Ending Story part whatever animated series is now available. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to Nick, and Nick has his own thing. So whatever he does in his thing does not affect my
recommendations.
My
I need to start using Netflix more often because I don't get recommendations. It's like I don't know what to recommend you.
Well, you have to when you watch something, you have to rate it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You should rate it anyway.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, be honest and put a 1 because it will. There's a lot of movies that I pass by because it says, "Oh, you're probably gonna think this is a 1," and I'm like, okay, well if that's the case, then I'm not gonna watch it. You know, and I've avoided some really bad shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that it differs from everybody's thing. As long as everybody's rating it, theirs may rate it a 4 over here, may rate it a 2, and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna like it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a good thing about that. But anyway, Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight is Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
And it has Samuel Jackson, which is Nelson's favorite actor.
Oh yeah. What are all these snakes doing on this motherfucking plane?
I gotta tell you, he has a pretty interesting scene in this film. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a Western. It's one of those things where it's in an enclosed area with because they're like at a bar or something like that, and they're stuck in there because of winter blizzard and all this. And Kurt Russell is transporting. He's a bounty hunter. He's transporting this woman to be hung. And he believes somebody there is there to try to help her to free her. So it becomes this kind of a standoff thing, and it's really graphic because Quentin Tarantino is graphic.
Of course, yeah.
By the way, fun fact about Quentin Tarantino: movie companies, production companies that have the special effects have a color of red called Tarantino red, which is what he uses for the blood effects.
Oh,
I can see
his
that.
version.
Is it like
red.
trademark?
It's I don't know if it's trademark.
It's probably just like his preference.
Yeah, exactly. So because he uses buckets of it apparently.
Yeah, well.
So
as you can see, yeah,
it's a good movie. It's definitely long. It's literally almost 3 hours.
Oh.
But I honestly can't see myself watching it all over because it's long. It's really dialogue heavy, which is most of his films. But that's really it. That's what I've been doing. I do recommend it though, just to see it at least once. So that's all I've been doing. Mr. Santos, what are you up to?
I have been playing. I've been trying to look for something that will grab me, and I've been like trying a lot of different games. Yeah, pretty much. You know, when I mentioned some of them, so I started playing Limbo.
Okay.
The first Limbo.
The Limbo, yeah.
Let's be real. It's the first Limbo.
Limbo.
Inside
Limbo,
is Limbo 2.
Inside. No. The Limbo. And like I don't know what is. Oh, I tell you what it was. What the reason why I stopped playing was the stupid spider from the beginning. I could not figure out how to pass it because every time you try to get close,
he stabs you.
He will stab you. Yeah. And then I realized what I had to do, and I kept going. And then I stopped playing at one point and shut it down. And then it crashed my computer, but like a hard crash. Like I couldn't do anything, which is rare. You know, usually you just get an error message and your game crashed. No,
right.
I locked it. I had to reboot. I had to unplug my computer from the back.
Jesus.
Yeah, and replug it back, turn it on, and then it got up. And then, so anyway, I thought, okay, that's weird, whatever. so I tried it again. I played a little bit more. Very entertaining. Was having a good time. I mean, it was the same thing as Inside, honestly. Or Inside was the same thing as Limbo.
It's clear that it's inspired. It's a much Inside is a much a bigger and grown version of Limbo. Okay.
Yeah, an evolved version of it. Anyway, I stopped it again, got out, and it crashed my computer again, like blocked. And I was like, okay, that's it.
Wow.
This is not normal.
That's
I'm not
because you're
try
running
again.
256 of RAM. That's
You still haven't upgraded this shit.
I'll have I don't have a lot of things. I don't drive the best car. I don't have fancy clothes. I don't have fancy shoes. But my computer is the shit. I spend my good money on my computer, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna be standing here listening to you. Anyway, so that was that, and then I went on the PlayStation side. I started playing. I started playing Destiny until someone,
I saw that.
until somebody called me because I was playing because I like you. I played a little bit of Battlefield with you guys, and then my PlayStation crashed. I don't know what's going on with it. Crashes on my house. I'm gonna have to check like the electrical system or something.
I think you got an issue, sir.
Yes. And then by the time I came back, you guys had already picked someone else to replace me. And I was like, okay, well, fine. I wasn't gonna play for long anyway. Have fun. You guys were
Could be
playing
your
for
internet connection, because I mean,
no, something happened.
something.
I don't know what it was. I came back and you guys were full squad, so I figured okay. And so I started playing Destiny, and then I just wanted to see what was new.
And you got caught.
No,
playing
yeah.
Destiny.
Then I got caught, so I said, forget that. If someone posted,
My cover's blown.
David is playing Destiny. I hated Destiny. That was hilarious. And then
Like, no, I just let someone my username and password. Someone's on my game.
someone's on my PlayStation is
My nephew's using it. I don't know why.
no, that's where I was playing Galgun. And then I started playing, or I kept on my save game from Ratchet and Clank, which I was playing. I remember enjoying. I don't know why I forgot to go back to it, but I was playing that game, which is fantastic. I recommend everybody to grab it. And I'm not, that I'm not big into like platformers of that type, but the game is awesome. And I stopped because of Uncharted, and then I beat Uncharted, and I needed to take a break, so I forgot about it. But I didn't start Ratchet and Clank. It's a game that you can easily pick up and just continue where you left off, and have fun with it. So I did that.
Okay.
And finally, I watched Don't Breathe in the movies.
Oh yeah, how was that? I heard it was like a scary movie, but then someone said it's a suspense thriller.
I don't know why it gave the impression like everybody was touting it as if it was a horror movie.
Yeah, I don't
think it was horror at all. I mean, suspense. Yeah,
Suspenseful. Okay.
yeah, it was very suspenseful.
Was it any good?
It was good. Okay. I enjoyed it. I mean, I like at one point I was like, why is this movie R-rated? Necessarily, but I mean that's
Was there
fine.
cursing?
Maybe and yeah, maybe.
Maybe they cursed. I don't know.
But like it wasn't, and I mean it wasn't. It didn't have any gore. Which
Okay.
I
Really?
don't like. No, yeah, they didn't have any gore at all.
Rated R, no cursing,
Rated R,
no gore.
No, they had cursing, yeah, but it wasn't like gory.
do
I mean,
it.
it was violent. I mean, you could see, and this is not a spoiler because it's on the trailer. One guy getting his head blown off, and like you could see the bullet hole almost. But other than that, it wasn't. It was very good. It was very good.
Okay.
I will recommend it. And it was. I think it's like an 80 something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
That's a pretty
Okay.
good score. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, don't breathe, and don't breathe.
Don't breathe. Yeah, you heard it here first. He's not breathing. So you're turning blue. All right. Well, moving on to news. We have a few news items here. One major one that we'll save, of course, for the end. But
Yes.
big thing that happened
Apple
today.
iPhone 7.
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
iPhone 7
Oh, I thought that was the one that we were
was
saving.
revealed
Yeah.
today.
Nah.
Shocking.
Nah.
Not feeling
I mean, they're catching up to Samsung, is what it is.
it. Let me tell you.
I love it.
Oh, one of our friends, big fan of the show. His name is Rojas.
Rojas, okay.
So
Shout out to Rojas.
he was watching as he was working. He was watching the keynote, getting all
that's
excited.
2 hours, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That was a very unproductive 2 hours.
It sure was.
And he was watching this keynote, but I don't know. I saw bits and pieces, and
I mean, they went over the normal stuff. You had an upgraded camera, and if you do the 7S, then you have the dual lens camera on it.
dual lens camera.
It is water resistant.
Not waterproof.
Not
like a lot of people
waterproof.
was
Yeah,
thinking.
water resistant. It didn't. I mean, they were.
It is exploding battery resistant also.
Hopefully, we don't know until it hits the wild. You never know. By the way, there was this meme. I don't know if you saw the meme.
Yeah, it's like
We're talking about the
grenades.
S7. We're talking about the S7. not the
Yes, yes.
Samsung
Oh
S7.
yeah, yeah.
I have
yeah.
the S7.
No, is
No,
it the
the
S7? No,
Note.
the
The Note.
Note 7.
The Note
Yes,
7,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Also known as the grenade.
The grenade.
Okay, so
fire
is it
grenade.
really exploding in people's like pockets and stuff, or is
I
it
mean,
just
it's
like an
getting catching
exaggeration?
fire. No, it's catching fire.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I know catch on fire. I don't know if things.
Have you seen
exploding.
have you seen an iron battery explode?
No.
It looks really cool. It looks like
Okay, I'm
looks
gonna
like
Google
fireworks.
that
I'm
now.
gonna Google that for you. So
So yes, throw it
yes,
in my micro oven. and get home.
they released the
should try
first images of it, and it looked pretty good. I don't know. I'm not an iPhone person.
Wait,
so I
No
don't
headphone
think-
jack.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
No,
I mean,
because did you see the
'cause it's a
the
wireless-
wireless
That is the big bullshit.
the wireless buds,
The I think the earbuds or whatever the hell they
wireless
call it.
earbuds? Yeah.
It is now okay. So this is dumb.
to me.
First of all,
Okay.
it's $180. I heard.
yes.
Is that are you?
Wireless
Is that
earbuds, yeah.
right?
That's I didn't hear a price.
Listen,
so
I can
have no
go to
idea.
freaking Walgreens right now and pick up a Bluetooth
Two
one
little-
for
Two
for
little
fucking $20.
things. You could easily lose them.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
if you
other
lose
thing,
one,
too.
that's all. You know, at least with the what do you call it? the job?
Yeah, the Beats that are also wireless.
They're wireless, but they're
the J Sport.
they're tethered together. You know, they're tethered, so you don't lose one, you lose the whole thing. but no, I thought it was like ridiculous, and of course,
That's for those people who hate having just one sock. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, where did the other sock go?
exactly, might as well lose the whole.
Yeah,
lose the whole
exactly.
pair.
If I'm gonna lose it, I'd rather lose both.
Reminds me of an episode of King of Queens. Arthur, they put a nanny camera in the grandpa's, and the guys are watching him, and he's hunting for this one sock, and they're like, "It's right there," and he can't find it, so he just throws away the sock.
That's what you gotta do.
They're
yeah.
watching it.
So if you're left with one bud, you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw it out.
Yeah, no
Wait, so
matter at that
Rojas
point.
is a big Apple fan?
Dude,
he used to be
was
huge
a
on
comfort.
Android. Yeah, he used to be huge
I
on
claim
Android.
responsibility for that.
Okay, turn off this mic right now.
show,
Unplugging.
I'm sure. Oh, guys, thank you. You guys fucked me back. No, I showed him like I mean my crappy phone. I think it was the iPad.
Yeah, the
I
iPad.
don't know what it was. Yeah, I
It
think
started
was
with the iPad because that's what he got first, and then he wanted seamlessness between his operating system. So he was like, "Let me get the iPhone," and then he was like,
Oh, he became a comfort.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
at that point, there was no turning back for him. It's what I was trying to do with Ronaldo, but it didn't work because
Good.
You know. Oh, you either?
Because I have
No,
an
I
open
don't-
mind, my friend.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay $180 for earbuds.
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
And we're not
No,
basic.
That's,
And
well, shit.
Just kidding.
Guys, I tried the S7. I
the
actually
way-
bought that S7,
By the
and
way,
I had it
what's
for a
your,
little bit.
Your pumpkin
one?
spice latte.
That's what? That what? What were you talking about? All right, so going back,
what
bought-
S7? The Note?
not the previous.
Oh, the S6.
No, the S.
The Galaxy,
the Galaxy
S7.
S7. Yeah,
So-
that was
No,
an
this is
S7.
this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I bought that one
Okay.
for me and my girl, and we had it for like 3 days, and I could not stand it. I mean, I could not stand the interface, the jankiness of the app,
How
of the
is
program.
it-
It is janky, bro. Don't it-
it's not-
Don't shut up. Don't. It's janky.
Give me one example.
It, like the program, they're not smooth. They're not. The interface is not buttery. Like I don't know how to describe it.
Buttery.
Yes.
We're talking dinner food here. So your phone
Things just
is...
work. I mean, granted, I know why they work. It's because everything's controlled and closed. I get that, but because it's controlled and closed, just like a console, it works. You know, unlike I experienced crashes with the Android, like if it was a PC, and you giving me crap because you're a console player, and you give me crap for being a PC gamer, and you're an Android.
Sir, one can say the other way around. You give me crap about that, and here you are.
I love Android people. No. I don't. I'm not a fanboy, but I did give it my fair share, and like. Because I was used to the iPhone. That's all. It's not that it's crap.
Okay.
But it's crap.
Well, the iPhone 7.
Yeah, iPhone 7, yes.
Are you going to get it?
What?
The iPhone 7?
No. But Rojas
You're going to skip to
Rojas
the
already called the T-Mobile, and they told, and he was like, you know what I'm calling, right? And the T-Mobile guy was like, that iPhone 7, boy. Yes.
See, that's my issue with iPhone. For some reason, it makes zombies out of people.
Yes.
That disturbs me in a way I can't do
Something's
it.
that good.
Speaking iPhone,
But I mean, really, is it that good? Because think about it. It took them up to last model to add NFS or NFC to it.
Oh yeah, no. I get it. Samsung with the features. I mean, even the water resistant stuff. With the
4K,
features, they go with.
It's been since the S5.
Yes.
Yours films 4K.
I got you. It's Apple, bro. They have never been. They don't innovate. They just take something that exists and they
Do it as
well as
well as
spin.
can,
You know,
yeah.
and
yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh, Apple."
They make it better.
And then it's like, okay, well, Samsung had this first. Oh no, I don't believe. So I mean, mine.
Oh
phone
no,
had,
that's bullshit. Yeah.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That's what
Yeah.
he was saying about like zombies.
what started with me? Tell me if you remember this name, Neil Dutz.
Neil Dutz.
Dutz from work.
Oh, Neil. Yeah. Yes.
So
He's at
that's
work, yeah.
the one who. Yeah, I don't know if I think he works somewhere else, but that's the one who started it out for me.
Yeah.
That was a zombie when I first
Yeah,
met
and
him, and I was just like, dude, there are other stuff out there.
He's
there
not
are
anymore.
Stuff that work, huh?
Last time I talked to him, he was very into PCs, and I think I had an
Really?
Android. Yes.
He probably has an Android with a custom ROM, and he's like
That's
fucking
actually
watchdog
pretty
over
good
here.
to know.
Anyway, this is too internal. This is too inside stuff. Okay, so the iPhone 7 got announced. There was also another great announcement. I know you're going to mention.
Hold on, we're getting to it. So water resistant iPhones.
Yeah.
No. The Apple Watch also. They went. Apple Watch 2 was also unveiled.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have the Pokemon Go app, which they showed off on stage.
So
On the
that's an
Apple.
already pre-order.
Oh no.
It's an Apple Watch.
That's janky.
Yeah,
That Apple
was
Watch
Niantic.
I
is
was trying.
janky.
I don't want an Apple Watch. I'll
They
tell
had
you.
the guy from Niantic there, and
Yeah.
I was just looking at him like he was talking about, oh, it's been downloaded, whatever, and it's all this. I'm like, yeah, and you can't fucking fix it. What the hell's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Because they were busy with the
Money,
watch version.
no, they were swimming in money for too long.
Oh yeah.
No, so the Pokemon Go app coming to that. Of course, it's not exclusive to that. It's just coming to that first. I'm sure it'll make it over to the Gear.
Wait, says who?
Says me. The heck?
Yeah, don't be putting it. No, I think this is exclusive.
A Pokemon? No.
The
I
Pokemon
guarantee-
Go, the thing for the Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an exclusive.
The app.
The app for the
Guys,
watch.
we're going to make a bet here.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
This guy.
$10 says that will eventually make its way to the Samsung Gear.
Because
Okay, fine.
Think
I'm
about it.
game. Write
Think
it.
about it this way: how many people have more Android than Apple?
You guys are missing. This is not a must thing. This is just something that you have the Apple Watch. Let me give you Pokemon Go. Sure. This ain't.
No, I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
this is not something that is gonna push sales of it.
But here's the deal. Eventually, just the way I uninstalled, Pokemon Go, eventually that's going to happen a lot. And what other way to get it going again than just releasing it out for the Gear?
For the Gear, but how many people do you know? I don't think it's out. I don't think the.
I know 2 people have the Gear.
Huh?
I know 2 people have the
I'm
Gear.
wearing a Gear right now.
We're right
No,
now.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say,
One in 3 people have a Gear.
More than 3 people have a Gear.
those stats are obviously not real.
They're just Jim Saint stats.
They also showed off Miyamoto came onto the stage.
That should have been the opener. Actually, this was the opener of it.
Okay. Yes, Miyamoto was on the stage showing off Super Mario Run that's coming to iOS. First coming to iOS.
I think that's another exclusive.
No, he said it right at the end.
He said it as he was walking off the stage, coming first to iOS.
Oh,
Yes. Do you want to make a bet on that one too?
no. Yeah.
For the record, I did see the
don't care.
gameplay, and it actually looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Hello, it's done by Nintendo. I'm like, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
This
no,
is gonna
they're
be
they're
awesome.
really cashing in on the mobile market right now because of the hype
so
of
freaking
What is it
smart,
called?
man.
Mario what?
Super Mario Run. It's so smart. It's so smart. I mean, you have the products, and the products can go anywhere. It doesn't have to be in Nintendo. You know what I mean? And what better way to make that go? Oh, by the way, it's not a free to play. It is paid, and that's it. No apps, none of that crap. And it will be available this holiday season. Oh, for the love.
Is Super Mario Run an exclusive to iPhone?
He doesn't believe me.
Let me check that.
He doesn't
Here's
know.
what I found on the web for is Super Mario Bros. And exclusive to iPhone.
That's my version of Siri. That's Sirio.
Cereal,
My English.
also known as Jeeves.
Jeeves, yeah.
yes, Ask Jeeves.
It has Jeeves. Yes. So it comes to, again, it is a paid app, and it will come this holiday season to iOS. Sir, do you mind here? We're recording a show.
It says here, iOS exclusive.
Sir, it is exclusive, but it's a timed exclusive, is what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't say it was gonna be a forever exclusive. I think it's an exclusive to iOS.
I can show you later if you want, because apparently you need to see it. I can show you the article that shows that it will be coming to Android. Anyway, moving on. So the iPhone 7's out there. Obviously, this is bringing up a lot of heat within the conversation here, even though I think Android's better. So moving on to the next topic. Go ahead, sir. I know you're ready to say something.
No, I wasn't.
no?
No, I was gonna say I think we devoted too much time to the iPhone and not enough time to the main announcement, which is the fact that Nintendo and Apple are collaborating, and that could have big implications, because suddenly you could start seeing other titles
I'm sure you
from
will.
their from coming to mobile, which is what everybody.
I would rather they do
expecting-
exclusive content as opposed to porting.
Well, they're not porn. I mean, this Mario. You just said it. Mario Run
I'm
is
just saying,
a new thing.
I would
mean,
prefer them make new stuff for it, and stuff that makes sense in handheld.
And
Right, exactly.
you can see how this could be tied also or used in some way with the NX. Like suddenly your phone could
be a controller or something.
Could be like a VMU maybe or something that could be used.
I feel like that's so
together
much like
with
the Wii U. Is that the one that has the controller with the screen?
Yeah,
No,
the Wii U.
yeah, Wii U, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I don't know. I don't know about the. I don't know anything about the NX. So my excitement
Nobody
for
knows
NX
everything,
is,
but
yeah, it's
that's
like
what I'm saying. This there is.
the possibility
There's a
of linking the
convergence.
two.
There's
I
a
get you.
possibility of convergence there.
That's what I was saying. It makes sense for them to finally do. That's what everybody's been saying. Is to take your products and bring it to other devices. You know what I'm saying? And because no one's, dude, I'm sorry. I have this real feeling that Nintendo NX is going to severely bomb. And I think that's just going to be the end. At that point, they're going to have to go like Sega and just do games only.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're proving that this was going to work by bringing it over to your handheld, to the phones. You know what I mean? So it just makes the most sense. I hope that they realize this soon enough. You know what I mean? That, hey, just bring the games. Everybody loves your games, but nobody plays them because nobody buys your
Nobody
console.
wants to be
You know what I mean?
exactly. But if you can bring it to mobile, then
Or anything
suddenly
else. It doesn't
you could be
just be
making
mobile, yeah, but
you could be
anything
making
else.
so much money.
Oh, so they're going to make money off of this. I can tell you
Yeah.
right now, they're going to make money off of
Could
this.
you
know
imagine
what
Super Mario on PlayStation?
Dude, I was already
That's
to
what I'm
hear.
saying.
I was already to hear, and it'll be available today.
I mean? For that? Oh, no.
Although
They take their
I was
time,
kind
man.
of, I was what?
Nintendo takes their time. They don't do stuff like that. So
No, but I'm saying, I mean, they could do the unexpected. I mean, who would have expected? Like, I didn't expect Miyamoto to be on an Apple, even though.
I see what he's
I can
saying.
see
Like,
that, yeah.
that would have been awesome.
And I always thought, well, you know what? If Nintendo has to go their way, why don't they have that marriage with Apple? And I don't mean it on the iPhone thing. I just mean it on the mobile. Mm-hmm. You know, just the
in
marriage
general,
with
yeah.
mobile. Yeah.
which they're going to do. I don't think they have a choice at this point. So, but yes, that's actually good news. And yes, it's going to come to Android. Anyway, another quick little bits of news here. Persona 5, David's soon-to-be favorite game ever,
Yes,
snags
of all
a
time.
near-perfect score from Famitsu.
That is
Not surprising.
not surprising
From
because
them, anyway.
yeah, because it's Famitsu and this game is like very steep in Japanese, pretty much culture and
Yeah.
everything. But I'm optimistic. You know, Famitsu scores don't really mean a lot to me in general because of the fact that again it's more tailored towards the Japanese audience, which is not the same audience as here. So a lot of maybe the Persona series has been great, greatly received, but it's not. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a sure thing.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. But I mean, the other ones have been good and they've been well received here
I'm
for
excited.
the most part. Yeah,
I'm super excited. Persona, I
they
think.
claim to have 80 hours of pure pleasure.
Ooh, that's
exactly how they put it.
So
pure
that
pleasure.
probably means 100 and something to me.
130 or something like that.
I put 110 on Persona 3, and I think like 80 on Persona 4 actually, because I already knew what I was doing at least. Persona 3.
Speaking of 100 and something hours in gameplay, CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
Their Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, that little in the title, yes.
Yes. Apparently the team is larger than the Witcher 3 team when it was at its peak.
Jesus.
So, hopefully, first off, we'll see this soon. Because I can't go far without
It'll probably be. It's full in production now, I would imagine.
What do you think? End of 2017?
No. 2018. Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
2018.
you're trying to be.
I was just
optimistic.
hoping somebody else would say it, but yes, I'm extremely excited for that. Extremely
Available
excited
today.
And it's available right now.
right now. So that's all the news I have, sir. Do you have anything else about it?
Oh, let me check my magic lamp over here.
Magic lamp.
Yeah, I think
hell?
nobody's going to care about this, but I should mention it anyway, that Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour has been announced. And what is Duke Nukem 3D yada yada yada? It's a remake of the original Duke Nukem with some extra levels, some extra voiceovers from the same, the guy that does Duke, which is whatever his name is, I don't remember. And I mean, not to say the game was great, but you're taking a really old game and you're just up-resting it a little bit. I don't think it holds
It's
out.
the world tour thing that has me tripping. I'm like,
I don't know what they mean.
Visiting cities around the world?
I think it's just, I think it's just the name.
The name?
Yeah, it don't mean anything.
Okay.
And then, well, we already spoke about the rest. No, that's it.
All right, great. Well,
I got something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put my phone down.
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Let's put our phones down.
Two actors have been casted for Stranger Things Season 2.
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry. Getting us out of here.
So,
Who do we have?
first person
Russell
is...
Crowe.
Did you read this already?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, like, really?
No.
I was going to say,
Well played.
Russell Crowe and what's the other guy from Face Off?
No, it's Vince Vaughn and Colin Farrell.
Mother.
Oh, Vince Vaughn. Okay.
I am done with this.
No.
Vince Vaughn, really?
What's
What
wrong
are they
with
going to
Vince
turn?
Yeah,
What are they going to turn this into a romantic comedy?
No. Vince Vaughn can do dramatic films.
Nah, I hate Vince
Sir,
Vaughn.
when you get sick, I'm gonna give you a couple movies so you can watch.
There was, for example, like Adam Sandler. He made this one movie. I can't remember what
Spanglish.
No. Fuck Spanglish. But he...
What? Spanglish was good.
No. But what I'm saying is... a
50
serious
First
movie.
Dates.
No, he made this movie with... what's the guy from the Iron Man? The black guy? What's his...
Seattle. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I know
where
what you're
he's
talking about.
like he's going crazy or something like that, and that was a pretty serious movie.
was
And
very good,
he
yeah.
killed it. That was a great movie. So Vince Vaughn, for example, we know him because he's like a comedian.
Wedding
He's
Crashers
Wedding-
and all that.
yeah.
Which, by the
Does
way, is a great
rom-coms.
freaking movie.
But I could totally see him stepping up to the game and to the plate and being like a hopper, like
Oh, yeah.
and being
You're
something
right.
like that.
I trade you Vince Vaughn for Nicolas Cage.
Oh
The love.
no! If Nicolas Cage appears in this, I'm done. I am canceling my Netflix.
Now you
subscription.
know how I feel.
Wow.
Suddenly, exactly.
No. I could see him being a good addition.
Who was the other one? Vince Vaughn.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin
Oh,
Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin
Okay.
Farrell, yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Colin Farrell and Vince Vaughn? Mm-hmm. Didn't they just do a series in True
The
Detective?
Wedding Crasher. See, I told you.
No, that's not. Did they?
I swear to God that they did. I think it was HBO's True Detective.
Phone Booth, for example, that was a great Colin Farrell.
Farrell,
Yeah,
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it was good.
The
Also, well, it wasn't great, but SWAT was pretty good.
yeah, Saw was good.
Trying to think of another.
It wasn't really good acting. but it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's like an action, fast paced.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Me too.
I am
disappointed.
disappointed.
Well, you haven't even finished season 1.
Oh, wait, this is a spoiler. Spoiler. Vince Vaughn's gonna be in the new season. Yay!
Have you guys been seeing the Jimmy Fallon skits that he's been doing with the
Yes.
cast? Oh my gosh, those are great.
Did you see the one where they were playing that stupid game
Yes,
with the
and she was
strings?
rapping?
Yes. She was rapping to, wasn't
She's great.
Nicki Minaj?
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
I'm like,
Monster.
holy crap.
Oh,
yeah.
She's
That was
good.
pretty good.
11's the best.
11 is, hashtag 11.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump right into the hot topic of the week, which literally just happened a few hours ago. Sony's PlayStation meeting. Now, I feel I should point this out because a lot of people have been discussing how blah the whole thing was. It was only about 45 minutes long.
What they
And-
were expecting?
Yeah, I'm sure they were expecting like a fucking E3 or
Yeah,
They
something.
were
Yeah.
expecting a PSX. Yeah,
And it's like, this is not... It's not
announcement, new
even-
game announcements or something like that.
It's literally called a meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
So like,
Exactly.
it's all that really is
I think
going
their
to show.
setup was like very humble for Sony standards.
Yeah, even
'cause they're pretty flashy.
The
Yeah,
PS4
oh, dude.
reveal back in 2013, that was a bigger. It was there, and it looked different back
Yeah,
then. so.
yeah. It was flashier.
That being said, the meeting happened, and we finally got to see 2 new consoles, or versions, I should say. First off, the Slim. They finally acknowledged the shit, and it's
How
not
did they
called
do it?
Slim. They literally they went and said, we have they're calling it a PlayStation 4.
Okay,
It's just
yeah,
a
yeah, they're
PlayStation. So
done,
basically, they're not making the old one. We're just making this one. And it's smaller and slimmer. They didn't call it the Slim.
that's
It's
gonna
just
be the
PlayStation 4.
The new PlayStation 4? No.
Yes, and it'll be available literally September 15th. Although apparently
It's
there's
available
people,
now.
Yeah, people out there have them. September 15th for $299. So basically, and it's a regular PlayStation with nothing different. Well, there's optical port that's missing apparently. Other than that,
Yeah, take features away.
Yeah.
Sony.
and then of course, finally they revealed the Neo, and the Neo is actually called the PlayStation 4 Pro. It was announced, and it apparently, it was announced, and it has high resolution HDR quality. Mark Cerny did point out, because this was the big question as to how they're going to have 2 consoles kind of working together without, dividing the market there. And he said this is not intended to blur the lines between the 2 consoles.
Yeah, I feel like that line said nothing.
Yeah,
That was
like,
just
okay.
we're not intending
a
to.
throwaway line just to kind of...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's better than dumb metrics. We have a product for people that don't have the internet. It's
called the
Xbox
360. Yeah, that was pretty bad. The Pro will come with a 1 terabyte hard drive. And it is announced and for November 10th. Will be
Wow.
released this year at $399.
$399. Yes.
So basically, it's a re-release.
Which is fantastic. I mean, the PlayStation 4, it's there on September 15. I can't see anybody going for it now because, I mean, right around the corner, we have the PlayStation Pro.
Well, I see what you're saying. It's. I see what you're saying.
If you're a parent, sure, just gonna grab the cheaper one. But if you're a gamer, you're gonna save yourself that extra $100 and get the bigger one. Are you gonna go for it?
No.
Just no. I don't need it. I never asked for this.
Well, I just got a word from Alex Infante, and I don't know where he got this from because he didn't really reference it. So, and this is not to say in any way that he's wrong. I just don't know where it's from.
A wrong source.
Correct. I'm just gonna read what he sent me here, which he was apparently very disappointed. Xbox Slim, the Xbox S, is more powerful than the actual Neo. Believe it or not.
What do you mean? The Xbox
Slim, the new one that just literally did it come out?
No.
Again, I'm just reading what I was sent.
I think
I don't have any actual real evidence of this. He's kind of disappointed.
No, it's
The Scorpio is a beast compared to the Pro, and the Pro does not even play 4K Blu-rays.
I think he meant I think he meant the Scorpio. Yeah, because
Well, he mentioned Scorpio here. So I
the
don't think-
PlayStation the PlayStation Pro has double the speed of the GPU.
The GPU.
The GPU, and like a little bit of
was double, yeah, he did say,
overclock on the CPU, but the GPU is mainly what I mean. Both of them matters, of course, especially for VR. But it's not to say that the current Xbox is more powerful, because right now the current Xbox is not more powerful. I mean, very slightly so than the Xbox that we have right now.
You know, the S.
The Xbox S. It's just slightly more powerful, and you know that console. I'm sorry, but it's not powerful. It's not powerful to handle not even its frigging interface. So
You know about the S?
Yeah, about the S, about the whole
Again, I don't have
ecosystem.
any, and I haven't got a chance to look to see if any of that's.
Yeah, I mean, this hasn't been fact checked.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just we're just gonna speculate.
But obviously, if these speculations are out there, you know, he's probably not the only one sharing those specs, because they really didn't go into any specs. Put it this way: the leak from Giant Bomb had more information than they shared
Than
here.
what they share here.
The sad part of it too, and this is unfortunate, I was watching it on my PlayStation 4 via the YouTube app, and they're showing off gameplay, and I'm going, yeah, I can't tell.
And none of those games are gonna run if they're supposedly showing 4K gameplay.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're showing you.
That in itself needs a lot of horsepower. So first, I don't think any of those games are gonna run as smooth as they were shown there. I think those are shown on prototype or something. Yeah, because
That's what I'm
4K.
trying to say. I because I'm watching it here, I couldn't tell.
Oh.
And it was not running smooth, but that's because I'm watching it on the stream. You know what I mean? So it's it's impossible to
No,
tell.
I was
what the quality
watching. I
was.
mean, my stream was decent enough, and it looked great. I mean, they look like, oh shoot, there is a marketable improvement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that said, it's probably not one that will have you rushing to get it. You know,
No, and that's the other thing. It's let me see, boosted. Yeah, that's exactly what you said. A 1 terabyte hard drive and double the power. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's not
double the power.
yeah.
That's
basically
double
it.
the
So-
power is good.
Again, like I said,
GPU.
there was way more specs in that initial leak from before. They really didn't go into much. The only spec they mentioned was the hard drive. And then they showed off a lot of gameplay. They showed off stuff from For Honor, Spider-Man, even
Spider-Man
Deus
looked
Ex,
great at 4K. You could actually, well, on my
the textures of his.
The
Yeah, you
text-
could
yeah,
see it.
you
Yeah,
could see it. The
when it
texture
was
of his-
still, it was fine. Whenever it started moving, that's
Yeah, I
because
think
again, it's
once
on a stream. Yeah,
once
just
it's moving, I mean,
Yeah,
it
you're
doesn't
not
make
going to
a
be able to see it
difference.
on the stream. And they did say, and to their credit, they said for those watching at home, we will have these videos available for you to view.
Then let's
on
download them. Yeah, downloading them.
And I'm not going to download them. I'll just watch them. I'm not going to play them now either. So
You need to download them to be able to appreciate them, because
Yeah.
you're not gonna play them out of the YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube compresses
you're
it
saying.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just to piggyback off what he's saying, so if you download it, you'll get a truer depiction of what it looks
when you
like.
play it, yeah, I got you.
That's what I do on websites. Just if I can download the video, I'd rather download the video. And
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
too.
well, we can definitely. I guess we probably should have done that before we started this, but time is of the essence. So let's see.
Yeah, we got to go to this great steakhouse called Rachel's.
Hashtag Game Over Santos. So
GG
yeah,
meetup?
What?
GG meetup?
that's not a meetup place. So anyway, yeah, they really didn't go into much. I mean, I don't know how much you actually saw there, but they did show off some new gameplay from Mass Effect Andromeda, which looked pretty good.
It looked pretty good.
You know,
Yeah, no, it looked
pretty
really
good.
good.
Yeah, and of course another a new clip from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Which
that
looked
looked really
amazing.
good.
Yes.
That looked amazing. Yeah. But like I said, it just didn't seem like that big of a difference to me.
It's
For
not.
even, you know what I mean? I'm like,
it's
I
not.
mean, if something happens to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to upgrade, then I guess I'll upgrade for it. But
Like if your PlayStation 4 were to have an unfortunate accident, say
Yeah.
with a hammer.
yeah, well,
Like, no,
I
no,
will
no.
be getting a Neo from somebody else.
Like if
From your
you're
insurance.
yeah, from your insurance. I can help you with that claim if you need.
That's fine.
So-
I need to put in a suit.
I can't believe. I mean, All right, so it's not new hardware. I mean, it's new hardware. It's not like a generational jump. It was not meant
It
to
wasn't
be.
supposed to be, and I think they went with their original plan, which was we're not changing it. We're not going to be adding.
So you
God
think
knows
this?
how many
You think
teraflops.
that when the Scorpio comes out, it's just gonna like swipe the whole thing with this
It's going to
generation?
be what it is. I don't know if it's going to swipe everything. I mean, people have
I mean,
to
in the
buy
sense of
into
specs.
it.
In the sense of specs,
Specs,
because
yes.
Microsoft have no problem whatsoever showing their spec. It was like, and look how long my strong is.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
he has
Basically, that's what it
this
was.
and he
Yeah.
has this. I was
Well, the whole deal
surprised
is
that
the same thing. That so you can show off all these specs, but people have to buy into it. If they don't buy into it, then I mean, they're not buying into. Well, I'm not saying
Well,
that.
they're kinda-
not really buying into the Xbox One right now.
No.
You know what I mean. So now you're going to show off a much more powerful. Well, that's great, but why do I need it? What does it have? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what games are coming out
you know what
for
I'm
it?
saying? And
Because
if I can already get it here and not have to pay for a new console, then why do I need to get a
I'll
new
tell
console?
you. I'll tell you.
That's for elitists, my friend. That's what the Scorpio will be for.
Hi.
Mr.
My name is
Elitist.
Elitis. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I get it. I know who it's for.
I know that. I mean, granted, I am kind of planning a wedding, so I can't really spend immediately on November. But as soon as I can, I'm planning on getting this thing. If only because
Texture terms.
I am a frame rate snob. I need my solid frame rate, and if this could deliver on the promise of making not just I don't care about games looking better because I'm still gonna have my 1080. I'm not planning on buying a 4K TV anytime soon.
Yeah, me either. Until they drop seriously
But
price.
yeah. And it'll be mostly for the HDR, not less for the resolution.
And HDR, they're going to have. By the way, that was another thing they mentioned. The PlayStation, our PlayStation 4s now are going to have an update within the next week that will allow them to
That
to
is
do
awesome.
HDR. Yeah.
That is really cool. Because for Xbox right now, you need to have that Xbox S, Xbox
do the
One
HDR,
S,
yeah.
to get to have the HDR.
This will be an update,
yeah.
and then of course, I don't know. It just there wasn't a lot going on. Like I said, it happened fast. 45 minutes was over. I'm like, whoa, that was.
I
quick.
think you have exactly what they meant. I don't think they were promising to. I mean, no. You know what?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
No. But I take it back. Now that I think about it, where the hell was VR on this thing?
Oh, they mentioned it.
They mentioned it.
I
They didn't show
remember.
anything about it.
They didn't
mentioned
show
it.
VR, but they did mention it. I mean, he browsed over it. He's saying with the Pro, you're going to be able to get better definition and all this stuff and the other.
That's
It's just
terrible.
like
If he said that,
He did say-
that's sending the wrong message. That's sending.
I know.
Hey, by the way, if you want the VR,
hence the reason why he browsed over it. But they also did promise that it would work on the PlayStation 4. So until we start seeing definitively that it's not working well on PlayStation 4, then again you're asking for a better experience. Which I guess that's what
Yeah,
they
which
were
would be
promising.
like 30 versus 60 frames per second kind of thing.
Well, it has. I think on VR has to be higher than that because otherwise people start fucking vomiting.
Right, no. What I'm saying is like it would be the difference like if you're comparing the two systems, like saying like on
I see
VR
what you're
it'll
saying.
run like for example like 60 versus 30. Like
Gotcha.
that. No, I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. I was just like, I remember people going, "Oh man, that's
By the
frame
way,
rate's bad."
speaking of VR, I bought a this
oh,
cheap VR headset.
oh, you should have brought that at the beginning. Yes.
which one was it? The box?
It's
VR
it's
box.
actually Evo VR.
Oh, okay.
It was $15 actually, and it's basically like cardboard.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not actual cardboard,
No,
but like
but
Google
like it
cardboard.
works
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
cardboard. Okay.
And I downloaded this app for it, and let me tell you, it was actually not
Pretty
that bad. Yeah, it has ways where you can actually adjust vertically and horizontally
The distance.
the distance of the lens, and it has a port on the outside where you can actually get your earbuds, for example, connect them there.
What are you using? Your phone?
Yeah, my S7
Oh,
Edge.
okay.
Yes.
You got to throw in the edge there.
And it was fun. It was definitely like so. I did the PlayStation VR experience on Millennium Mall in Orlando, and that was really cool.
It is.
So I brought this home, and you do miss some of the elements like on the side. For example,
more like blinders.
Yeah,
looking
the
through
cone,
blinders.
the vision cone.
like for example, the Samsung Gear has some. I guess it's kind of like reflectors where you can actually kind of see just some of the sides, and that was kind of cool. But I mean, for $15, it was
You can't.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Playing for 15.
I'll
Yeah.
play for this with the thing. Looking around.
That's
And that's what I was doing. I was doing like a plane simulator kind of thing.
No, and YouTube videos. There's VR YouTube videos.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's actually what I was telling him. We had a conversation a couple days ago, and I was like, I think I'm more interested with VR. I'm more interested
For
on
porn.
Yes, for porn.
No.
Oh, my bad.
Although I understand that it's pretty bad. There's a couple of videos there that people are going, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not what you're expecting.
Yeah, just-
But no.
Let's face it. With porn, you're gonna be focused on the action. You're not gonna be looking around like, "Oh, look how nice the zoom
Well,
is."
no. Somebody, what they mentioned
vaulted
is that
ceilings.
what they
Oh, you do it in an office space. Wow.
what they mentioned
this-
is that the
We can go
characters,
forever.
the actors appear to be these like
Oh,
monstrosities.
gigantic.
And it's just like it puts you, it makes it weird. You know what I mean?
That's
so
awesome.
it's like, no, that's not what I'm excited about.
First person money shot.
For the sake of this podcast, I will give you a full report on the experience.
Oh, okay. So you'll take one for the team. is what you're saying.
Yes. I say we bankroll this.
Oh my god, I'm actually interested in your opinion, sir.
No, I'm good.
The porn station VR.
Okay, moving on from porn. That's not what I was referring to.
I'm sorry.
Hey, porn is what advances technology. All right.
That's
It is.
true.
It's very
they,
true. Yeah.
From my understanding, is they threw a lot of money into VR.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
did. Yeah, but like I said, they have to fix the fact that people look like
Yeah.
fucking ogres because they're so damn big.
Nobody's throwing it down what she said. Jill,
yeah.
right
No,
now.
I was going to, but I was like, let me just.
Yeah, it was too. I choked on
I realized that.
I choked on the beard.
That's what she said.
Oh, well played.
All right,
horrible.
Let's,
All right.
let's bring it back. Let's keep
Yes.
it. Let's keep it.
Let's keep-
cheap.
So
Let's keep professional.
So PlayStation.
Wait, let me finish
Neo.
my VR thing that I was
Oh.
trying to say. No, what I'm talking about is that other experiences, not gaming, but like they mentioned having it like, let's say you go to a concert, and instead of having your instead of paying for tickets to go to the concert at let's say $80, you pay $40, and then you can
Catch it on
actually
VR?
exactly,
Oh,
and you'll
yeah.
be there as if you're there live.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have the like the 360 cameras. So
Yeah,
I mean, they
exactly.
could easily do it with.
And you can do it with
That'd be
anything.
awesome, yeah.
You can do it with anything. And I'm like, things like that, those are the type of experiences I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I
you
mean?
could be like go to a Bon Jovi, whoever still listens to Bon Jovi, or goes to their concert.
What's wrong with
Judgment
Bon Jovi?
Mike?
No, I like Bon Jovi. I just wouldn't go to their concert. But you could go to like a Bon Jovi concert
Fair
in
enough.
like Paris or France or some
Yeah.
European country where you're.
And you'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be there, and it'll be live. You know, you'll be just attending like you normally attend, but you're not there in the elements, but you're still experiencing. You know
Yeah,
what I
and I'm
mean?
sure you can do things like maybe switch between different cameras.
Yeah.
So you can see from different angles. So yeah, that would be
those are the
phenomenal.
type, those are the type of things I think that will put VR into
Yeah.
into the future. But going back to the PlayStation 4 Pro, I'm not buying in. I'm sure there are people who will, like Mr. Santos here.
Oh, I'm already on
pre-ordering
the
as we
Amazon.
speak?
It's already on Amazon, like right there. Boom.
Oh, I'm sure it was there right after the show.
Yes. $399 US.
I like the look of the Pro. It reminds me of
Of the console itself.
Two
Yeah.
PlayStations, two PlayStation taped together.
no. What it reminds me of? Did you guys
better.
ever see the movie Stargate
Yes.
with Kurt
remember the
Russell?
series.
Yes.
You know the kind of like that architecture.
Oh, okay.
That's what it kind of reminds me
Okay,
of.
yeah, I
So I
can see
like it.
that.
I'm digging it.
You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and pre-order. If anything, if I don't have the money, I'll just cancel it.
You just cancel the wedding. Yeah. No, that's good.
Exactly. That's what I meant. Cancel the wedding.
Priorities. Oh man. So yeah,
We can bankroll that.
Yeah.
That's something we could all stand behind. Yeah.
I think so.
So I have a question,
Talk to me.
and we can wrap up if you like after this. How do you guys feel? I read this article which was really interesting in Eurogamer. When this guy is saying, you know what, this generational upgrades, they have downsides, a lot of downsides, but they have one big upside. And I'm interested in knowing you guys' opinion about it, especially you, Nelson. So, because I already know how you feel about this, but
shit
if
sucks.
suddenly you're forced, or not forced, but it's only the companies start upgrading every 2 years, or every 3 years, or whatever. The console. So you got the Pro, and now you're gonna have the PlayStation Pro 2 in 3 years. Do you feel like that'll be bad for the industry or for yourself as a consumer?
Yeah, I can't stand that. I'll give you a good example of it. Call of Duty, Battlefield, all of these games that every year there's a new version of it. It's like, okay, they're still releasing DLCs for the other game, but this new one just came out. So what do you want to do? Do you want to pay the money for a new DLC or just get a new game? Same thing with the phones. The iPhone 7 just got announced. I guarantee you in a few months, the Samsung Galaxy 8 is going to be announcing, right? So it just makes it annoying because you can't enjoy something before something else comes out. You release a product, and then you're finally starting to get the gist of it. Good games are finally starting to come out for it. New developers are working on something, and then they have to stop that because now a new spec comes out where now they need to either convert that game to those specs or to that new platform. So it just makes it annoying for them. It delays the games for us. Then they have to rush these games so that they can be played on both these platforms, but it might have not been intended for this new one. So then it just makes an overall bad gaming experience. And then you think, well, the developers are crappy developers, but no, I mean, you put them in a tight spot because
they haven't had time to get used to the new platform.
To be fair, there's games that were announced at the inception of PlayStation 4 that we're still not seeing yet. You know what I mean? Near the beginning of PlayStation 4. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn is a perfect example. We saw that pretty early in the life cycle, and we just haven't seen it yet. And now we already have a new console that, it'll play on this one too. I'm like, well, shit. You know what I mean? You could have played it on. You give me the original one first, before you start promising me a better one.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I agree. I think consoles were meant to be this way.
To have the generational, the difference.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
10 years lifespan or 8 years.
Yeah, maybe
lifespan.
that's 5 years. I think 10 years is a little bit too far.
5 years is considered short. See, that's
Really?
the thing. Yeah, 5 years is considered okay. They cut it on the prime basically, unless the console's not selling like the Wii U was. So I'm thinking 8 years.
Yeah, I would say 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Like I
could see that. That's pretty good.
So, especially if you buy in early, you have the opportunity to enjoy all the entire ecosystem.
Because for that, I'll get a PC.
But what stops you? I mean, what makes it less enjoyable of having the console and playing the games that you want to play right now? And who cares if in 2 years they come up with a new one? What would be like? I'm not trying to play devil's advocate. I'm just interested in knowing. Like,
no, I know what you're saying. My issue is this: that as soon as there's a new thing, remember, newer is always better.
Yes.
As soon as there's a new thing, everyone transfers to that new thing. You know what I mean? And now it becomes okay. And it may happen here. It may happen with the Scorpio as well, where you end up having two versions of it. One of them, whether it be the one that runs on the regular PlayStation or rather regular Xbox, or the Scorpio version, one of them ends up getting shortchanged. You know what I mean? Because of timetables. And it's just like, well, we have to get them both out. They are on two different versions of a console, so we have to make sure it's spec'd correctly for all of them. And then either they both. It's like multitasking. Everybody says, "Oh, you should be able to multitask." Well, the problem with multitasking is you're not giving 100% to the one task you should be working on. You're dividing that 100% into the multiple tasks. So you're actually not giving what you should. You're giving a partial attention to every little thing. And guess what? Things slip through the cracks that way. You know what I mean? And so
even if you do give the 100%, there's a lot of times that things still slip through the cracks.
Exactly. You can give 110 and something fucked up, and oh shit, I forgot about that. Well, we got to delay freaking Final Fantasy now to November, because something passed something passed us. You know what I mean?
And now we know.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's because, and it could be because they have multiple projects. You know what I mean? I mean, that's multiple projects. But now you talk to, let's say, an indie developer that doesn't have a lot of people, and now you got to tell them, well, it has to run here and it has to run here. And now you're saying to an indie developer who already is going to take a certain amount of time because they don't have the manpower and the money and the backing. Now they're going to take God knows how long, you know what I mean, just to make sure that they both run. And God knows how much they have to spend just to certify that they both.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I just want to make sure we're not forgetting one fact, and I'll mention it real quick. This is meant to, it's the exact same architecture, it's just faster hardware. So, that said, and especially now that consoles are pretty much PCs, mini PCs. As far as the architecture, wouldn't it be cool, or isn't it cool the fact that even with that generational gap or that generational jump, accelerated, now your old games, you get to keep them for longer because you don't have to worry about, this new console, the PlayStation 5 doesn't play PlayStation 4 titles because it's a completely redesign, versus this generational mid-generation jumps where they're meant to keep compatibility towards all your games, kind of like in PC.
Right.
I have games that run on PC that were released like 10, 12, 13 years ago and even longer, but I can still play them. Mm-hmm. And suddenly I don't have to worry about having a collection that I bought and I carefully selected, and suddenly it's obsolete because I no longer have the console. The console is no longer this, made. I think that's a big upside.
Yeah, that's a huge upside. Yeah, because
that is an upside. Yeah. My issue. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, all I was going to say is that backwards compatibility is great. That has been one of those things that, for example, the PlayStation really hasn't been able to capture as well as Xbox. But at the same time, if you're going to release a newer version, like let's say it's still the 4 but 4.4, for example, right? And you're having a faster processor.
Pro 3.
That processor at some point is going to be outdated. Why don't you just keep waiting till, the end of the life cycle of that PlayStation and just update the processor then? Because the new one's going to have already been developed where, it's going to make it run better. So that's, in that sense, it would be turning too much into PC because as soon as this releases, it's already outdated. I'm sure they already have a processor that's even faster than this one. Like, for example, you guys know I take pictures, right? Mm-hmm. Canon has been running a processor on their cameras, that same processor, for ages. And it's a good processor. Nothing wrong with it. It's great. It was ahead of its time then. It's still up to date now. But, for example, Nikon is kicking his ass with the processor because they're with their new camera lines, they update a processor. So, in that sense, it's like, yeah, Sony, Xbox, if they're going to be doing that, I mean,
it's going to be turning into phones, basically.
Yeah, it's going to be turning into phones.
My issue, and I can understand the backwards compatibility thing. I definitely understand it. I revisit games. But what I'm realizing is that I don't revisit as many games as I used to. And I'm more focused now on what's the new thing.
That's now.
Yeah, exactly.
The now, yeah.
So, and I think
NAO.
more and more people are, according to Santos, more and more people, I think, are doing that. Yes, you have people who revisit stuff, but when you revisit stuff, how much time do you really spend on it? Do you actually play the whole thing over again, or do you just, for nostalgia's sake, let me just get back in this real quick?
Me, it's nostalgia.
And that's what I'm saying. You maybe do it for half an hour, and then you're like, okay, I'm done.
Like The Last of Us.
What if in 7 years you could go back to The Witcher 3 and you'll be able to play it? 10 years.
Perhaps, but I would prefer Witcher 5 at that point. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just saying overall, it's like, okay, well, I did The Witcher 3, and I've told you already I want to kind of revisit it. But at the same time, I'm like, I want the next. That's why I'm so excited for Cyberpunk. Because I'm like, that's the next golden egg that this goose is going to lay. You know what I mean? That's the one I want. Yeah, the other ones are a little bit tarnished, but yes, I want this one. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. I mean, I can understand the point of it, but I think maybe I'm just not ready for it. And who knows? Eventually, it'll probably get there. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just going to get to the point where we'll be receiving consoles every 3 years. What am I going to do? I can't say nothing. I can only say, you know what? I'll buy into every other version like I do with the phones. You know what I mean? It's like I can't get them every year. I'll just get them over.
If it gets to that point, I'm jumping to PC.
Yeah.
No, I'm not jumping to PC. Unless there's no other option.
Because what would you upgrade the most? It would be your
PC. You have control suddenly of the upgrades.
Yeah. So for example, if something new comes out that you need to be running a bigger memory, a faster processor, just update the processor. If you need more RAM, just update the RAM. You can customize it to whatever it is that you need.
My issue with that is that I don't know about that stuff. Like, for instance, you had an issue with Limbo. Limbo crashed your game. Your entire freaking thing. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. I know on PS4, Limbo's there, and as soon as I hit start, it starts. Doesn't crash. It plays.
Yeah.
Because it's in this nice little closed system that I don't have to worry about any outside whatever coming in to fuck around with.
Kind of like an iPhone.
That was a good one. That was good.
And with that,
Drop mic.
Anyway,
No, all jokes aside, he is making a very valid point because
like an iPhone, yes.
yeah. So that's what's great about iPhones, and I can acknowledge that. I mean, their operating system is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
slap the crap out of this. Sorry. Keep going.
He
Never
got
mind.
mad. He didn't like it. Listen, I was going to say something good. You
No,
didn't have to-
sorry.
All right, you know what? I will
a
consider
little-
an iPhone 7. My
I
God.
had three. Okay.
I will consider. I also said that you don't have to break anything. Okay?
Sorry.
No, yeah, just that's what I was going to say. That iPhone has done a really good job of perfecting, to a certain degree, their operating system. It runs really smooth, but it's because they take away a lot of the customizing factors that the user could like. But I mean, some people don't. They just want a phone that when they click an app, it runs. Whereas,
Which I can understand it.
yeah, so in that sense, iPhone really nailed that down. But they cater to a certain group. So
Exactly,
and
yeah.
it's fine. I mean, that's their niche.
And they're doing well with it.
Yeah,
so can't-
they sure are. Yeah.
iPhone 7.
Well, that brings us to the end of episode 20. And unfortunately,
GG. Oh,
Somebody finally.
hello, that's your job. We're waiting for you to do
I
it.
did the
An
same.
hour and 16 minutes in, we first got our first GG
Oh,
here.
first GG out.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
that was-
thank you, Nels. Thank you, Dunsane.
that was a little early. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yes, again, the end of episode 20. As always, please join the conversation over at goodgame.tech. Follow us on YouTube at goodgamebracketedgg. And, of course, we're on Instagram and Twitter and all our stuff. Just go to goodgame.tech. Everything is listed there. So this is Arnaldo Martin, a.k.a. Mad Dog, signing off. Mr. Santos, you have anything else for us?
No, guys, just thank you for listening and sticking with us. If you guys have any questions or comment, drop them down on the posting and let us know how we're doing. How you're liking the podcast? And I keep hearing something about Game Over Santos. I need to know what this is saying about.
You will, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll talk post podcast
We'll see you guys next week. Good night.
for episode 21.
Yes, we turn 21 next week. Sounds like we're going to Rachel's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you then.
GG.